Welcome back. This is your Excel Ninja, where I help you go from Excel beginner to confident spreadsheet warrior. Today, we're tackling one of the most underrated but super powerful functions in Excel, SUMPRODUCT. You've probably seen it in formulas online or used it in templates, but you're not sure what it really does. Well, by the end of this video, you'll not only understand it, you'll want to use it in your own dashboards and reports. So what exactly does SUMPRODUCT do? In its simplest form, SUMPRODUCT multiplies values from two or more arrays, which are just ranges of cells, and then sums the result. Here's the syntax. Equals SUMPRODUCT, array 1, array 2, and so on. It looks simple, but it's capable of much more. Let's look at the basic example using our Excel file. Imagine we have a list of fruits, quantities sold, and their prices. We want to calculate the total revenue without adding an extra column. Here's the formula. Equals SUMPRODUCT B2 colon B4, comma, C2 colon C4. Excel will multiply 10 times 3 is equal to 30, 5 times 4 equals to 20, 8 times 2 equals to 16. Then, it adds all the results. 30 plus 20 plus 16 equals 66. You just perform row by row multiplication and added the results, all in one formula. It's clean and efficient. Now let's take it a step further. What if we only want to calculate the revenue from apples? Here's how we do it. Equals SUMPRODUCT A2 to A4 equals apples wrapped in double quotes multiplied by the range B2 colon to B4 multiplied again to the array C2 colon C4. Let me explain what's happening. A2 colon A4 equals apples. It's just an argument that creates an array of true or false. Excel treats true as 1 and false as 0. So only the row where the product is apples gets included. The rest are multiplied by 0 and ignored. This is how SUMPRODUCT allows you to add conditions, just by using Boolean logic, the term referring to true or false values. Tip: use the Evaluate Formula tool in Excel to see the calculation flow of our formula. Here, you will see that the formula is multiplying the corresponding item in the array to the item of the same position in another array, one section of the formula at a time. Now remember, true is interpreted as 1 and false as 0. This is when you multiply them in your head while you study the evaluation as you click on the evaluation button. You will see how 30 was returned. Let's go even further. How about calculating the revenue from apples only if the quantity sold is more than 5? Check out this formula. SUMPRODUCT A2 colon A5 equals apples wrapped in double quotes multiplied by the array B2 to B5 greater than 5. Multiply that again to B2 colon B5 and then multiply it again to C2 colon C5. Now wrap them all up in open and close parentheses. Then we've just added another condition, b2 colon b5 greater than 5. Now both conditions are multiplied together, acting like an AND logic. So now only the row that matches both product to be equal to apples and quantity greater than 5 will all be included in the final total, which is 30, although there is another record of apples sale whose quantity is less than 5. This is where SUMPRODUCT starts to shine as a flexible condition-based formula tool. Here's a really practical use case. Calculating a weighted average. Say we have a student or set of students and their test scores with different weights. The formula is simple. SUMPRODUCT b2 colon b4, comma, c2 colon c4. This multiplies the score by the weight and adds them up, giving you the final weighted average. Just make sure your weights add up to 1. Now, no helper columns were required, no complicated functions, just one clean formula. Now, before we wrap up, let's cover a few common mistakes. First, make sure all arrays you see are the same size. If one array is longer or shorter than the others, Excel will return a value error. This means that the array of values you are selecting must all have the same number of items. If you select an array of 3 items, then so must be your next array arguments. Second, remember that SUMPRODUCT doesn't need Control plus Shift plus Enter combination keys when returning the formula. It is already a formula that works with array by default. Pressing Control plus Shift plus Enter simultaneously after writing formulas with array arguments operated to each other are usually required in Excel, but not with SUMPRODUCT at least. Now, you might be wondering, why not just use SUMIFs? Well, here's the thing. SUMIFs only works for AND logic. It means the conditions you express are interpreted as all true. That's for SUMIFs. Let's look at a trickier example. In SUMPRODUCT, you can use the OR logic when you are expressing your conditions. Let's say we want to calculate the total revenue from apples or bananas. Here's how we do it. Type in equals SUMPRODUCT A2 to A4 being equal to apples plus A2 to A4 equal to bananas. Multiply that array to B2 colon B4. Multiply that again with C2 colon C4 array. Now, instead of multiplying the conditions, we're adding them. This works because true is 1, false is 0. So if either condition is true, the result is 1. If both are false, the result is 0. And that row is ignored. Again, you can use the evaluate formula tool to evaluate it further or to see the calculation flow. This formula adds revenue for both apples and bananas excluding oranges. This is a simple way to apply the OR logic in SUMPRODUCT. Just use the plus sign instead of multiplication. So there you have it. SUMPRODUCT demystified. It's simple, powerful, and incredibly versatile once you understand how it works. Start using it for conditional sums, weighted average, and even complex logic-based calculations.
To learn more about Excel and other data essentials, visit www.yourexcelninja.com to get started. We also offer one-on-one learning sessions.
If this video helped you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more Excel tutorials, and drop a comment if you have a question or questions or want me to cover another Excel topic. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay sharp and keep mastering Excel with your Excel Ninja.